G'day everybody, and welcome to this week's vlog. And it's going to be an interesting vlog from the point of view that we're going to be on the move. And by on the move I mean travelling quite a distance. We're with some friends. G'day Kim and Carolyn if you're watching. And we're travelling down the MundAl Track, which is a four-wheel drive trail from Mundaring, just near Perth, all the way to Albany. And we might even go on to a different one from there. The four-wheel drive clubs have put this thing through. It goes for about 4,000 k's, I believe. The numbers might be wrong, but anyway, it goes a fair way. We did a little bit yesterday. Found a beautiful place at another place. I won't mention it because I'm going to go back there and do a vlog there. So, and I don't want to send everybody else there before I get there. So anyway, we're currently camped down at a little place called Buckingham, where I've shot some video, done a vlog. I'll link to that a little bit later, or probably at the end of this vlog, and you can go and have a look at that one. Buckingham is near a little town called Collie in southwest Western Australia, and great little camp spot here. We did try the Glenmervyn Dam yesterday, but so just come with me while I keep walking, otherwise I'll lose some shots. We tried the Glenmervyn Dam yesterday, but boy, half of Perth was down there I think for the Australia Day long weekend. So hope everybody had a great Australia Day yesterday, however you celebrate it, and or not. And yeah, so this morning I'm just out in this little woodland near, not far from our camp, and I'll turn you around so you can see where I'm walking. It's probably better than looking at my ugly mug. Okay, so here's what I'm walking through. I'm nearly walking past some shots, I think. Gosh, there's that one there with the branch down and then a nice gum tree. I'm going to try it. I'm doing everything handheld this morning, so that's kind of a novelty because I generally do everything on a tripod. So I do have the Canon with the flower pot on the front. I'm going to try that shot there. Okay, so I did a vertical composition there, and I also get down a little bit low to get that composition there, which I'll put up for you shortly. In fact, right now. Amazing things around here in the Aussie bush. All the trees are flowering at the moment. Just beautiful. And so here's another shot with that nice tree in the background, and I focused on the flowers on the gum tree just here in front of us, and the black background is blurred. We used f4 and as an aperture, and the background was nice and blurry. I did manually focus as well, so we'll see what that comes out like. Should be good, I hope. So as you can see, lots of bark being left on the ground, and the Australian bush is quite a hard thing to photograph. Very chaotic, no real rhythm to it at times, just seems a mess. So I've been trying to follow Simon Baxter's ideas, and even some of Nigel Danson's. I'll put links to their sites. They have channels at the end of this vlog. You can see what I'm talking about. But these, yeah, there's some good compositions there. And this one here, which I just took, this beautiful old tree, beautiful gum tree. I think there's a composition there actually, just close in on the leaves and the trunk. So I'm going to give that a try too. Well, I'm just going to wander back now because it's time for breakfast, and the others will be getting ready to go, and the sun's getting up, so it's light's a little harsh. You can see we've got the camper trailer on, Kim and Carolyn are back there somewhere, and we're just taking this nice little bit of a drive to rejoin the MundAl Track. Day 3 on the MundAl Track, and we've just left Woodland Crossing, where we've camped before and I've done a vlog from before. No photos yesterday, it was just pretty hot, so we had a fair bit of time in the river and enjoying a few swims to keep cool. Very pleasant camp, and now we're heading off a little bit more. Hopefully we'll get some photography done today. Just another one of the small dirt roads on the MundAl trip. Back roads, dirt roads, and not much four-wheel driving, but plenty of nice country driving like this. Okay, so we've made it to Muir's Bridge on the Blackwood River, and if I spin around, you can probably just see the vehicles camped up there, and I'll come around here. Just down there is the Blackwood. I'll show you that a bit later. Kim and I just been for a swim, and it's pretty glorious. Certainly on this stinking hot day. Anyway, I'm just walking down this track, which I'll show you, and there should be access, I hope, to the old bridge pylons in the river, which I spied when I was swimming. So we'll see what we get. I'm going to have a bit of a look for some sort of photo, maybe around sunset, maybe. And here we have it. Yeah, kind of interesting. See if I can find myself a way down there without falling over. Of course, a pair of thongs is probably not the right thing to be trying to get down here in. Anyway, made it successfully. Nice bit of side light off that. Could be a shot, maybe. Maybe it's better up where we were swimming before, looking back down this way. You can just see the new bridge. Put my drink bottle down. You can just see the new bridge up there. That might be the better shot actually for sunset. put some boots on and go flogging around over the other side there. Well, I might try one here, what the heck. Okay, well, I better give camera a bit of a clean. The blower gets most of the rubbish off the screen, which is good, off the lens, which is good. And we'll give it a bit of a clean on the back. That way. Okay, so daylight photography, blue sky photography. And we're going to focus on the other side, about like so. F4, it's a little dark. We just raise it just a little bit, it's just half a stop over. Focusing on the other side, 2/50th of a second, F4, ISO 100, 2-second timer, and the job's done. Okay, so it's nearly sunset. Well, it's about 30 minutes to sunset, but I was wandering down at the river and had a look at that and didn't like what I saw, and I was making my way to the old bridge pylons, but then on the way down I spied this combination, or this composition. Sun up here, this guy here lighting up, and these grass trees lighting up in the sun, backlit. So I thought I'd give them a bit of a go and see what happens. Okay, so here's the composition. Ooh, big sun. Focusing on this guy here with the light coming through him. And what I'll do is I'll end up cropping the top half out, and it'll be a bit of a panorama, something like that. A little sun star. Yeah, quite nice. I've wandered around here. I initially saw this bit here. Thought, oh, I like that. In fact, I still might take a shot of that because it's quite nice. I like the way the light's coming down onto those grass trees. So we'll change to this composition here. Get a bit of a sun star, get these grass trees lighting up the last of the day's light. So here's the composition, and no bracketing because I'm going to crop it anyway, and there's too much movement from the wind. Half a stop over. Maybe I just do one smack in the middle. So we'll check that and see how that looks. Righto, and then we'll do just half a stop over to get some highlights. Ooh. The meat ants are biting my feet because they're obviously hungry, and so are the march flies. Beautiful. Amazing how you come out sometimes with a preconceived idea of the shot you want and you end up with something different. Okay, so we've got the 70 to 200 on at the moment, and here's the composition. Focusing on that big, or the bigger one of the grass trees. Okay, f9.5, third of a second, ISO 100. And there's the shot. Change the aspect ratio on it. Might do a 16:9. So, how do we do that? Well, we go into menu, and I've made up my own menu so that I can get to it quickly. And I think you'll see the difference compared to the last one. It's already cropped at 16:9, so it makes it a little hard to do anything else with, but that's not what I want anyway, so because I'm looking at just having this little bit there. And you can see this line here and this line here gives you the aspect ratio that I'm looking at. So I have wandered back down to the old bridge pylons, nicely lit up too. It's just the fading sun, and I'm going to try a long exposure with the 70 to 200 on it. Portrait mode. I'm in time value mode, and I've dialed in 4 seconds, and yeah, f32 ISO 100, 4 seconds. What I'm hoping is to get some of this golden light around here and some light on the pylons. And if I bring them down here, probably needs a polarizer, I'm guessing. Anyway, that actually might be alright. So we're going to try panorama here just for the pylons, and I've had to get up relatively high, so I've got some separation between this end pylon here and that. I don't want this pylon in the picture, so 4 seconds, f22. Well, that's different. Yeah, 4 seconds, f22. What the heck, let's try it. There's shot number 1, and we'll stop it about there. There's shot number 2. We'll see what we get. Hopefully the water will be smoothed out a little bit. Let's make sure this is super tight. Don't want the camera moving too much. The light's fading. And one more. This truly is an experiment. Gentle breeze blowing through now. It's been a stinking hot day, and it's going to be nice blowing through the window over my bed tonight. We're in the camper trailer, not the fifth wheeler, so it's a little bit different. Okay, first shot, second shot, third shot, fourth shot. Put them together and we should get something like that, but a long exposure. I might even try it with my 17 to 40 on it. Oh, good morning everybody. It's a little after 5 a.m. and having been woken up by the raucous alarm clock of the Kookaburra, I looked out the window and what did I see but cloud? Not very much, but a little bit. So I've come down here under the road bridge and probably woken the camp up by opening and closing car doors because I wasn't prepared. Anyway, the sun's about 25 minutes away from getting up. So we're just going to set up a composition and see what we get. I'll show you what I'm looking at. So this is my composition. You can see there's still not much colour in anything at the moment. And I'm going to focus with that tree and its reflection, the two trees, to balance the photo out. And if I show you the composition, you'll see what I mean, with the river coming in from this side and going down and going around. Hopefully those skies will light up, and yeah, we'll see what we get. Okay, so I've moved away from the river and the bridge, despite what I thought was going to happen. The clouds didn't light up much and they disappeared, although I do notice over here at the moment they're starting to put a bit of colour in them. Anyway, them's the breaks, but I got a nice shot, nice painterly look, I think, which is one of the I don't know whether you call it a genre in photo or just the type of photo, but anyway, it looks quite nice. I like it, so that's what I'm going to put up. And this is where I've come to, and my idea is to capture something like that, with the different colour greens and the yellows and the grass trees, and just a bit of Aussie bush. So we'll see, and you can't quite see it, I don't think, but camp is just there. I haven't gone far at all. It's just this little clearing. The sun's going to come up behind me, and what I'm hoping is it'll illuminate these grass trees. It's probably going to get the trees above it first though. Anyway, alright, so here's the composition that I've put together. And 7th of a second, F11. Actually make it one. Oh, it doesn't want to settle, does it? Oh, 1 second will do. Hey, you see me. Anyway, it's a 4x3 crop. Actually, I think I'll do this in a 16x9. So, come down to my menu that I've made up, select 16x9, go back to where I was. That's a bit better. Might have to adjust slightly. Something like that. Got to get a better way of showing you what I'm doing without showing you something like that, haven't I? Anyway, there we go. There's the composition. Now we'll go for a 7th of a second, ISO 100, F11, 2 second timer, and there we go. Now what we're going to do is wait and see if the sun actually does what I want it to do. And just as I wished, look at that. The light hits the grass trees. 1/8 of a second, f8, ISO 100, job done. Beautiful. Not too much light in the up in the trees here. So I am really looking forward to seeing that on the big screen and showing you. There's a bird up here somewhere, calls out to approve or disapprove of my being here. So this shot that I've just got, you can see on here, all the grass trees are illuminated, and I'm going to do a bracketed shot. I saw this last night and thought it might make a good sunrise photo. And it's funny how I pre-visualised the shot. Quite often, a lot of my photography is what I see is what I get when I get there. And occasionally I get the chance to pre-visualise something and actually try it out. And this morning it's worked. I used the Photo Pills app to work out what time the sun was going to come up and what direction. And yeah, even the bird approves. There's a black cockatoo. Oh, an awesome morning. See you again in the Great Southern. Yeah, I reckon you just might. Well, we've left our camp at Muir's Bridge and been following some interesting roads down through the forest, and we've had to take alternative routes because the track that's been planned and mapped out has had some road closures due to dieback and a few other things, so we're making it up, this little bit up as we go. Anyway, very enjoyable, beautiful bit of a drive through the forest. And Copeland Road, coming down from Mount Franklin where we've just had morning tea. Goodness me, this is a bit narrow compared to what we've been on before. You come around the corner and we get another one. Not getting much photography done, but we're getting plenty of video and four-wheel drive fun. piece of cake.
Uh-oh. Get me walk the logging campus.
Not that deep. You can see the bottom. So what was this? The Kent River. Not much there, but we're going to get the tyres wet. Awesome. So we're about 30 or 35 k's from Parry's Beach, where we're going to camp tonight. We've come off the main tracks that we've been following and taken a little bit of a detour to get back there so we can do some washing and bits and pieces, and some of the rest of the track we'll do another day, bit around that leads us into Denmark. Because tomorrow we're going to shoot into Albany, get auto electrician to look at something on Kim and Carolyn's car, and we're going to get a new battery for our camper trailer because it's not very well. In fact, it probably needs the last rights. So we need to replace that because otherwise the beer's going to get warm and we can't be having that. Anyway, we'll continue on.